Genuine global superstar.
Transcended the game. Game changer. Icon.
Beckham again. Oh, brilliant goal! Beckham's done it again at Old Trafford.
Unbelievable player. His accuracy and his precision.
Me and David Beckham was the biggest.
I don't believe it. David Beckham scores the goal to take England all the way to the World Cup finals.
David Beckham, a legend. A touch like no other. Right foot makes history. A name unforgettable. This is David Beckham. In the world of football, few players make you stop and realise you're watching an artist, not just an athlete. One name stands out, known for elegance, precision and charisma, both on and off the pitch. David Beckham. He wasn't just a star, he was an icon.
David Beckham. Where'd you start? On the field? Off the field? Like, transcended the game. Game changer. Icon. And I think because as time goes on, the light on the pitch dims a little bit of how good he was. And I think that this generation probably need to kind of go and watch YouTube maybe, or just get somebody who's been around him in that era just to understand. That's why I think this nostalgic kind of piece is really amazing and enlightening for this next generation, because to understand what David Beckham is, I don't think the younger generation get it. He was a ridiculous footballer. Like, and the way to break him down, he wasn't someone who was going to get the ball and be a Ronaldinho or a Messi type player, or someone who's going to get the ball and dribble past 3 or 4 players and do a bit of skill and you go, wow. He had the fundamentals of the game down. Like, you could do a training session about
Every touch, every cross, every strike told the story of a player who truly understood the game. Today, we dive into the journey of one of the most influential players of his generation and uncover what made him unforgettable.
Excellent, absolutely superb. The first great day of the season, you have to say it'll be the goal of the season, and not been unfair. It would have to be something wonderful to beat that, because I've never seen it done before. Quite simple that.
From just inside his own half.
Exactly, yeah. Well, Jordi Cruyff had tried just a minute beforehand, and it was unfortunate, but just sliced wide. And I think possibly that put the seed in David's mind that maybe the goalkeeper is venturing off his line. But what a marvellous strike of the ball, dear me.
And sometimes managers ask us commentators to just go easy in praising young players, but I have to say, David Beckham, the superlative just run off the tongue at the moment.
Well, he started the season very well, and of course he's got stronger. I've always said that about the boy. He's going to take time. I'm not going to rush him. He'll be rested many games this season. I want him to be playing for Manchester United when he was 27, 28, and we'll nurse him along. But obviously, he's had a great start to the season for us.
David Beckham whipped it in! Oh yes! Well, David Beckham might well claim it, but there could have been a touch.
Our relationship off the pitch and on the pitch was telepathic. Incredible that he was my partner for 7 or 8 years down that right-hand side, and he was an unbelievable player. His accuracy and his precision. We were always happy for each other. Our parents knew each other so well. Our best friends as well, and like he delivered some incredible moments, and thankfully I was sort of there on the pitch behind him, watching him and able to celebrate. It was incredible time, really.
Wasn't in the madness of midfield where you needed a bit of aggression sometimes, and I suppose the days we played, whereas Bex was suited just to be on that right-hand side where he'd be going wide. Listen, sometimes the old-fashioned, he'd be inside right, and he'd football intelligence. He knew when to go wide, and we talk about being smart. He knew he didn't have to beat a man to cross the ball. Just give him half a yard, and he just had to. It's like we see Trent at Liverpool. He just had that technique where defenders didn't know what to do with him. If they got too tight, then he could do him a little bit. Or to be fair, never was always giving him an option. But But when you're in a good team, the beauty is when you do get the ball, even when I had it, midfield, good teams give you options, whether it be striker, a full-back, a winger, someone stretching, someone coming short. That's what you want in a good team.
Those who played with him say he was the perfect teammate. Even legends of the game admitted his presence gave them confidence. He encouraged, covered, defended, and helped the whole team shine. He wasn't just a star, he was a reliable partner.
The cross, Beckham is there as well. It's David Beckham, and that is good night Tottenham Hotspur. The captain, for the first time, has sealed it.
Growing up watching him, so well known for his crossing ability, you know, his free kick ability, you know, the long pass, you know, just incredible. It wasn't just the ability. What he brought was a tenacity and intensity to his game. It wasn't just the flash moments of the crosses, it was all the other stuff that put him right up there from his performances in the United shirt and in an era that was incredibly successful, and his personality and how he's handled himself and throughout his life, never mind just his football career.
A pride in how he looked, and obviously took a few risks over the years as well.
Yes, he certainly did.
But he was always smart.
Yeah.
Set pieces, pure magic. The run-up, the strike, the curve in the air. A pause, then a moment of celebration. Many goals followed the same pattern, but each felt like the first time witnessing it. Not luck, mastered skill.
Here he comes. Oh! You try stopping it. His 9th of the season. Jurgen Macho couldn't stop it, that's for sure.
Last minute free kick. Prime Ronaldo, prime David Beckham. Who are you picking?
Prime David Beckham.
And how easy was that to answer for you?
It was quite easy, that one, because David practiced. I know Cristiano practiced every day, but Cristiano's were a little bit different, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I don't know the percentages.
Yeah.
Probably about the same. It's difficult to say. Yeah. But David Beckham, I'd fancy him all day long.
Yeah.
If he had a space to it, David Beckham.
David Beckham. I mean, I would have said the same thing.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, it was an easy one.
It's Beckham. And it's in. He's done it now.
Became one of the great free kick takers of our time. There was a goal, wasn't there, against Liverpool?
You know, it was that, you know, with his hand. So everyone started doing that for the balance, to get the whip. Look at his left hand.
Yeah, it
just goes out to steady him.
Is that the key to taking free kick? Put your left hand down.
Oh, he's a master.
Yeah.
Great technique.
And those crosses, unmatched precision. Right or left, static or moving. The quality is the same. Defenders anticipate, yet they can't stop him. He creates chances from almost nothing. True difference between an ordinary player and a great one.
Pero todo el mundo sabe el jugador que fue, ¿no? La historia que hizo en ese estadio, luego después fue ya el Real Madrid, también marcó una época de los Galácticos en el Real Madrid, luego fue a Estados Unidos y marcó una época también, entonces, de los íconos del fútbol, ¿no? Yo creo que él fue el jugador que cambió del jugador solo ser jugador de fútbol, con el jugador puede ser una imagen también, ¿no? La imagen de vender su imagen, ¿no? Él cambió eso, pero son jugadores que al final se hablarán por todo el fútbol. Son jugadores, al final es muy fácil hablar de esos jugadores porque esos jugadores serán recordados para la historia del fútbol. Beckham será recordado por la historia del Manchester, por la historia de Real Madrid. Es muy fácil hablar de esos jugadores.
And I sort of got reeled in a little bit. Beck's long range passer, like steady Eddie on the ball, this and that, and great at free kicks. How wrong can you get it? Like, even as a football player, done a rondo, no bigger than this room, 20 by 20, 7 in us. Absolute pop off kid, mate. The ball was coming, it's going tick tick tick, rat-tat-tooey at pace. It was like, oh my god, there's another level here.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Prem level full, no, and we go again.
Yeah.
With a bit more on it, and it was just like phenomenal.
Beckham, he wins the MLS. He's the first person to have won it as a player and an owner.
Brilliant.
It just
golden balls.
What has he done in a previous life?
Golden
Beckham,
balls.
He's done
Everything he
something,
touches,
hasn't
everything he touches
Yeah.
turns to gold, doesn't it?
I'm going away just to shake his hand. Hope something rubs off on me.
Do you know what? I'm just hoping he's successful with Salford as well. It'll be alright, won't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, it's a great achievement, isn't it? To do as a player first and foremost, and to have his own franchise.
One of Beckham's most iconic moments came in October 2001 during the World Cup qualifiers against Greece. England had a crucial free kick in stoppage time, and Beckham stepped up. With his trademark curl, the ball soared into the top corner, sending Old Trafford into euphoria and securing England's place at the 2002 World Cup.
But then I remember getting the free kick, and like I said, I'd had 7 or 8 free kicks leading up to that, and I remember putting the ball down, and Teddy kind of came over and barged me out the way. Me and Teddy were really good friends. I turned around to him and I said, "It's too far for you," which, you know, Teddy was more mature and a lot older than me. And his movement just before I hit it as well was another reason why the goalkeeper kind of really got nowhere near it. And I remember stepping back, taking a breath, and all I remember, because obviously we used to have the band, and we still have the band with the England games, but I remember hearing the band, the beat of the drum in the back, and then everything went quiet, and I remember running up and hitting it, and as soon as I hit it, I knew that it was in. You know, there's moments where I'm sure as a golfer, as a tennis player, you hit the perfect shot and you know straight away where it's going. It was without doubt one of the most emotional moments for me, because it was such a highly charged game.
I think a genuine global superstar. And perhaps the first footballer to do that in many ways, perhaps after someone like George Best, but that was probably more a UK thing. But this guy almost transcends football in many ways, although he's stuck with it all his life and now is the owner of a football club as well. I think you've probably worked out who it is now. Golden Balls himself, a certain David Beckham.
Remember being a little kid playing in Sunday League before going to hit a free kick, thinking about David Beckham, the arm coming off and him whipping the ball over the ball. That's all that I thought about. I think he's definitely appreciated by us as players, knowing what he'd done and what it takes to be able to score them kind of goals and play them kind of passes. I can't tell you how much I appreciate stuff like that, because that's part of my game and I want to get better at that. So I look at that, look at the technique that he uses, and so special. Yeah, it's so special. Can create a moment out of nothing, can score a goal out of nothing, create an assist out of nothing.
Yeah, David Beckham by a mile. You know what I mean? When they called him Golden Bollocks, I think it was very, very true. You know, he come to a couple of big fights in Vegas, and then when I did the Mayweather 24/7 tour, he was at LA Galaxy at the time, and he invited me to the football in his box and that, which was brilliant. Then after the Mayweather fight, which I got beat, if you remember, the Spice Girls made a comeback at the time, and they performed at the MGM Grand. So he invited me to a box there, which was unreal. David was there, and Victoria Beckham was there, Tom Cruise was there with Katie Holmes and everything. It was like just unreal, you know what I mean? He was just dead down to earth, dead softly spoken, dedicated, you know, just everything it says on the tin. You know, I feel very, very, very proud that I've been in his company a couple of times. Yeah,
legends.
Against Finland. Beckham steps up again, scores! From the David Beckham portfolio.
He's still very closer to me and very good friendship, but everything I remember me and David Beckham was the biggest. Well, they all Galacticos has the same salary, but me and David, it was the two that made more money with the brands, and we share with Real Madrid. So I can say that we play for free to Real Madrid. We made so many income for Real Madrid that we almost play for free.
In the end, love him or not, his impact is undeniable. David Beckham wasn't just a chapter in football history, he was a full season of brilliance. If you enjoyed this video, show some support. More legends and stories are coming, and the journey isn't over.